Greetings once again, my friends and my fellow Star Trek fans. I'd like to welcome you to another video. In this video, I'll be a little bit different. Those of you that follow my channel, you know we're doing the Fanhome, former Eaglemoss, Build U.S.S. Enterprise, NCC-1701-D. Well, in this, I want to be clear on something. This has got nothing to do with an error on Eaglemoss. When I was doing the secondary hull and I put the deflector dish in, I had noticed that there was a piece missing. Now, I looked everywhere for it. I just couldn't find it. So I contacted Fanhome and I told them the problem. But they wouldn't sell me just an individual issue. I had to go back and pick up under another account and start the build series and just pick up from shipment number 2. And I didn't want to do that, so I was looking on eBay. And by the way, thank you. There were people out there that offered to send me the part, and thank you so much. You guys are really awesome. And I ended up finding it on eBay. It was 14 bucks, and I think it was $1.50 to ship. So I ended up getting the whole issue, and it's issue number 3. And what I figured I'd do is I want to make the correction on my deflector dish, because it really stands out that that piece around the center of the deflector dish is missing. So I figured I'd make a quick video, guys. It's been a long time since I did issue 3. So I figured we could go back and I'll do a little, show you guys what was in issue 3, and I'll correct the problem and I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. So why don't we go to the desk where there's more light, and I'll show you guys issue 3. Okay, so it's been a while. I'm going to go back to issue number 3, and let me show you the part that I'm missing. You see, when we look at the model, we've got the centerpiece, we've got the orange outer part, and then we have the blue that's around the center part. And let me show you mine. So when you look at mine, it's glaring that that piece is missing. And I looked everywhere for it. And I know I had it because I looked back on my video of the unboxing from shipment number 2, and lo and behold, it was there. So I wanted to be clear, this is not a missing part, and it's not on Eaglemoss, it's on me. But I ended up getting another issue number 3. As a matter of fact, put this down for a second. And this is a flashback. It's been a while since I had seen this. See, that's the part right there. And you guys know what's going to happen. As soon as I put it in, I'm going to find it somewhere. But this will be nice because I'll have a spare circuit board. We got another power pack. I got some more of the cables. So anyway, it was very glaring. When I had put it in, I knew there was something missing. And I'm like, it just doesn't look right. And then I looked at the picture and I'm like, of course, it's that blue around the edge. So when it comes to this, I think it was shipment 23, where we actually put on the bottom of the secondary hull. And man, there's like 1,000 screws in here. So what I'm hoping is we won't have to take this part off to remove the deflector dish, but we'll get to that in a minute. What I want to do is we're going to go and I'm going to show you the instructions of what I missed. And we're going to go back to shipment number 2. And let's see, we'll go to stage 3. So stage 3, the parts list. And that would be part 03A that I was missing. And we have another power pack. So this is going to be pretty cool. I might be able to light up the secondary hull to show you guys what she's looking like so far. Because the only other power pack is in the primary hull. But we get another power pack. And we have another backing for the batteries. And most importantly, I got my part. what I had wanted to do is I wanted to put it somewhere where I wouldn't lose it, because it wasn't screwed into the deflector dish. And what I had eventually done is I had gone through everything and all the open containers like that. I ended up taking the parts, putting them in a container, using the case they gave us, and then just getting rid of all the empty containers. Now I know I would not have thrown it out, but who knows, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it got misplaced, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to replace it. So let me show you guys. Like I said, it's been a while since I spoke about and showed you issue number 3, USS Enterprise NCC-1701. Collector's model, not designed or intended to play for children under 14 years of age. Made in China. 2020. Alright, and you guys that are doing the build, you remember back at the beginning stages, we had gotten these vacuum formed clear plastic kind of packaging, and it had the cardboard backing, and it comes off relatively easy. You take the backing off, and let me find the little drawer, and you just remove it. Let's do it this way. So we pull it off the top, and it keeps everything securely in place. Since I got it here, I mean, it's been a while, but it might be a little better in higher definition. So let me show you what comes in this stage. We've got a set of lights. We got 2 LED lights, and I think this is for the deflector dish. And this is D, and you can see we've got the 4 prongs. Moving on, you can see we got the center of the deflector dish. Now, how am I going to get that out? Where are my tweezers? We got the center, and this is what is going to go around it. See, it's going to go like this, and this is going to go in like that. That. Now that's what I'm missing. So this is going to be a good thing. And like I said, I got a great price on this, guys. If you're missing any of these pieces, you could go through Fanhome, but they're going to make you do a separate account and pick up where you left off. You're going to have to get 4 issues and get the shipment as a whole. If you want, you guys can check eBay, because every once in a while the exact kit or issue that you need will pop up from time to time. Alright, let's take a look at the power pack. Let me get the backing as well. And it's good to have a new one, because those of you who watched or following my build, the wires were separated, and I actually had to solder mine to fix it. So we got a new one now. And the way it is you put the batteries in, and these little tabs go in to the bottom, right? And it gets pushed into place. There's resistance because of that metal tab that's going to make contact with the positive wire. And then I think that screw over there goes in and screws it into place. But we're going to do that. We'll put it together. We'll put some batteries in it so we can see if we can light up the ship so far. All right, so moving on. We got another one of the circuit boards, and this is good because what we'll do is we'll power this, and we might be able to fire up the secondary hull, and I'll show you guys what it'll look like lit up. Of course, we've got the deflector dish housing. And goes this way. These pieces, these halves go together, and what it's going to do is this is going to hold the deflector dish in place. See, this goes behind the deflector dish like this. We screw it into place, and eventually it's this piece that's going to go in to the bottom of the secondary hull. Let's see, we got a couple of small parts. And lastly, for parts, let's see, I think this was to cover the screw. So that's what that is, it's the screw cover. So when it comes to the screws, for the battery pack, they got a bolt and a screw that's going to go in. And then that plastic piece is going to cover it. And lastly, in the issue, you've got BP screws. So the BP screws will work the back of the deflector dish, and these will go into the power pack. So we got a quick little review of everything that was in the issue originally. Like I said, I figured since I had it, why not? Alright, let's put all this stuff back in. Okay, so for now, this is what we need. We'll keep this, we'll keep the screws, and I'm going to put this to the side. Hopefully we won't have to remove the skeleton on the bottom. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I count 17, but it seemed like there was so much more than that. Anyway, the deflector dish was held in place with the screws. You can see right there. It is plugged in, and it is going through the wires, so I'm wondering if I have to take off the back. Anyway, let's open her up, or at least loosen the deflector dish. Alright, there it is. But you see how it's... Well, we might not have to take... Okay, let's do it this way. Alright. So that was relatively painless. Okay, what do we got to do now? And now, you see the back is going to go in just like that. You can see how it fits. Those pieces fit right on. So we got to put this back in. There we are, so we got that back in. So now we can actually put the deflector dish back in the way it's supposed to go. Just like that. That looks a lot better. Okay, so now we got to put those pieces back in. And where the heck, I think those were these. Alright. And now that can go back in. Make sure we get the wires tucked under the frame. And it's gonna click. You gotta make sure that the wires do not end up between the plates that are gonna go on the outside and the frame. There are little guide pins that put it into place. Just like that. So now we're going to use the AM screws. Now that's how it's supposed to look. Alright, you know what? Why don't we try to have a little bit of fun? So, what we gotta do is we're gonna take some brand new batteries. And those are what? AAA? Alright, so see if I remember how to do this. We put the bolt or the hex nut in here. And you hear it snap into place. Now we're going to take the cover and you can see where the screws are going to go. It's going to go just like that. So we'll take a couple of the BP screws. Alright, so these are going to go in. See, this is just to keep the hexagon in place. So we're going to put the batteries back in. Let's see, this is going to go this way. And the negatives are going to be facing forward on these two. So now we're going to take this, and again, we got to be mindful of that metal tab in there. All right. And that's how we set the power pack up. So we're going to put, let's see, which one is the feed? I think it's the one on the left, if I remember. So this one is a little bit better because the one I had to solder. It was broken, the other one. So this is how you can tell it's working, obviously. So we've got the lights. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this and we're going to try to put this as a feed onto this one. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got. You can see the side lights are lit up. We've got the back. We've got the lights along the bottom. And then these are going to be the lights on the bottom where the beacons are. And coming around, let's see if I can put this in a place where it's not going to come loose. Probably not. Alright, let's just... I'm excited to show you this, guys. Look at, we got the deflector dish is lit up. I thought it would light up a little bit more than that, but I guess it's not gonna light up any more than that. But look at this. Let's put the battle bridge on. I think it slides, or is supposed to slide back. So this is for the first time I've actually got the battle bridge section. Actually, let's put the lights out for this. All right, guys, check it out, man. So we got the secondary hull. We've got the impulse engines. Got the windows, room lights that are on, room lights that are off, going back to where the phaser arrays are going to be eventually. We've got the navigation beacons for when the primary saucer comes back, the primary hull. We've got the deflector dish. That looks pretty cool. So we're actually starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. All right, I just wanted to be able to light that up for you guys, right? We had to be able to check that out. I'm still curious on how the saucer section is going to attach to this, but we'll see. I think it's going to have something to do with the docking, the little docking structures. But I think she looks pretty cool. So my friends, thank you for watching along with me. And we fixed the light leak. Let me take this back off. It comes forward a little bit and then it releases. So again, this is my fault. I don't want you guys to think that it was Eagle Moss's fault or Fanhome's. I actually I misplaced it. So now it's all set. So now we're ready to move on, and I'm eagerly awaiting shipment number 25. So maybe we'll finish the bottom of the secondary hull. So my friends, until the next video, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.